Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be trying out Tinkerin Barik, which is a talent that you don't really see that often on Barik. Most people usually go Fortify. Sometimes you see some, I almost called it Architectonics, because I'm a freaking boomer. Sometimes you see some Fortify players, because it's an interesting talent, but rarely do you ever see Tinkerin. So we're going to be trying it out because it is, of course, a very interesting playstyle, and of course it turns his weapon into a fun little pellet launcher that shoots one giant slug that does a lot more damage at range, but of course you can't headshot with it, and you kind of lose out on the benefits of Fortify if you choose to go that instead. So yeah, it is a pretty interesting build, and we also, of course, are here on Timbermill, where Tinkerin ideally would shine. This would be one of the few maps you would use it on, over Fortify, perhaps, because, of course, this is a long-range map. The long range will help you out. So we're just going to test that. We're going to see, well, does it actually make a difference? Will it actually help us win the game? And I also kind of want to just talk. Yeah, just talk about myself and Paladins, and it's not what it sounds like. It's not what you're probably thinking in your head right now. No, I'm not quitting Paladins. No, I'm not going to complain about Paladins. Instead, I'm going to complain about myself. I don't know, man. I feel crappy. I feel really crappy. At least in terms of my own personal skill in Paladins. I feel like I'm just bad at the game now. And I don't know why. I don't know what caused me to just suck at this game, but I just feel like I do now. Real quick, before we continue with that, here's the build we're going to be running. Raven Bolt for extra health, Bowling Ball for even more health every time you use Rocket Boots, Reset on Rocket Boots with failsafe when we get low, and Duration of Rocket Boots so that way we can travel more. Seems fun. And we're also going to grab, I guess, geez, I don't know. It's actually been a while since I've played Barik. You know what, I'll pick up a bit of Chronos, because why not? But yeah, why do I think I'm bad? What changed? What made me go from a player who is, I mean, at the very least average, if not good, to feeling bad? Well, I just can't seem to win anymore. Not without being in a party and getting carried. And like my last few streams, if you've been following me on Twitch, which, by the way, go follow Twitch. Link is in the description down below. If you've been following my streams on Twitch, you'll know that, well, I played a ranked stream. It went horribly. I played another ranked stream when the year started. It went horribly. I lost, like, 75% of my games. Did a casual stream. Lost almost every single match. And then I did another casual stream for Trials of the Round. And I won most of the games, but I was also playing tank and support for most of the games. And the DPS games I did play, well, I mean, I can give myself a bit of a break because I never play those characters, but I was still getting carried. And in many of those other games that weren't in that last stream that I was just talking about there, I was playing characters that I think I'm pretty good at. Usually. I played Bomb King, I played Eevee, and my Eevee was okay, but I still got outshined by other players. Like, I still got outshined by our Buck, for example, in one of the matches that I remember. And I still lost. I played Ruckus. That game at least was a win, but again, I wasn't, like, you know, the star player. I wasn't the reason why we won that game. And, you know, those few rare victories are completely outshined by the amount of losses that I've been getting. And part of me wants to blame some stuff on matchmaking, and to an extent, I think that can be applied. Sometimes you get bots. It's just a fact of life at this point. It's Paladins in 2023. Sometimes you get bots, and you lose the game because of those bots. But there are only so many losses, especially losses without bots, that I can take before it's just like, well, maybe I'm the problem. Because at the end of the day, I'm the common denominator in every single match that I play. And so, if I'm maintaining like a 25% win rate across, well, 4 games, yeah, that's probably luck. Across 50 games? Well, yeah, that's not so good. That's not so good anymore, now is it? And, yeah, I say 75%, that's discounting the games like I got carried into that one casual stream, because, like, I don't think that really counts. Again, also because of matchmaking, you know? Like, if you play Onslaughts, for example, that game doesn't really have matchmaking. And a lot of those victories that I've had were in that game mode, too, where, like, half the time you just go up against new players. It's not even really fair. Like, if I just want to enjoy the other game mode, I basically just have to accept that, hey, I might have to stomp a new player here and there. But, like, I just... Getting back to the point, I just feel like I can't really win anymore. I either have to, yeah, get carried by someone else in a party, or, yeah, just go up against new players, like in an Onslaught game like that. And I don't know why that happened. I don't know why I feel like I can't win anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like, after this much time spent in the game, you know, 6 years basically at this point, I should know how to play the game. And I should be able to win consistently. And I should be able to say I know what I'm doing. But yet, basically, my entire career this year has proven the opposite, that I don't know what I'm doing, and that I can't win. And I'm so confused. And it feels awful, like genuinely awful. I feel so sucky. I feel like I'm, you know, not just like bad at the game, but to an extension bad at my job, right? Bad at making videos and streaming. Because, like, if I can't play Paladins well, then, like, well, why the heck is anyone going to watch me? What's the point of watch? Like, what am I going to upload? Am I going to upload a bunch of meme videos? Well, yeah, actually, that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm playing Tinkerin. I'm playing off-meta random garbage. Because I can't even speak to what's good anymore. And the reason why I say that is, I didn't plan on uploading a Barik video today. That was not my original goal. 2 hours ago, roughly, my goal was to upload a Bomb King video. Right? I was gonna do a build showcase. I was so pumped. I was excited. I was like, alright, I'm gonna show you guys this main BK build that I use that I think is pretty good. And that, well, I guess like a few months ago I probably would have won pretty consistently with. And by all intents and purposes I thought it was a good build. And then I went to record the video, right, the gameplay footage. And oh my god. Dude, I got wrecked in every single match. Every single match was a curb stomp. Like 4-0, 4-1, just, it was not even fair. We got wrecked. And that just completely had me deflated. I felt bad. I still feel bad. I still feel really bad. And again, it's one of those cases where, like, is it my fault, or is it the game's fault? I don't even know anymore. Because, like, one of the factors, I think, in this match, or in these matches, rather, these 4 matches, was that we went against the same 5-stack. Every single time, right? Every single match was a stack of controller players. And they had, you know, Masters, Grandmasters, Supporters as well. Which is supposed to be on my echelon, right? Like, I'm a 3-time Master. I got Master since Season 2, although I guess not this season, which I guess is just another reason why I'm washed up and terrible now. But, like, I should be able to, you know, hold a candle to these people, and yet I was getting crushed in every single game. Like, not one game was even close, and you would think across 4 matches I would at least be able to squeeze out 1 win, but no, it was a total cakewalk for them. Like, I didn't even put up a fight. Even among the other randos on my team, I wasn't even the best. Like, I did, I think, worst on the team in one of the matches. I think I did, you know, like, second on the team and a few others, and it's like, I wasn't even carrying. I wasn't even, like, the one putting up the fight on our team. And so, like, you know, yes, maybe it's matchmaking that we went up against the same people 4 times, but it's also my fault that I wasn't able to win at least one of those matches. And I'm supposed to be good at Bomb King. I've played him since I've mained him since 2017. He's my highest level character. I should know how to make a build for him, and I should know how to win at least one game with him with that build that I'm showcasing, but I can't even do that. And so, that's why I'm uploading a Barik video now. Is because I feel like a joke. I feel like... I feel like if I were to continue, like, trying to record that Bomb King video, right? Like, just go into Onslaught and cheese it against some, like, account level 80s or whatever. I would feel awful about that inside. Like, you, the viewer, right? You, random person, not associated with previous matches. You would be none the wiser, but I would know deep down inside that I just completely flopped. I lost like a bunch of matches before I got that one single victory. And also, like, can I even really call the build good then? It has like a 20% win rate then, if that's the case. And so I would just feel bad, and so I don't want to do that, right? And that's why I stopped recording that video, and why I just decided, hey, let's do something goofy now. Because I can't do something serious. Yeah, it's just like, what do I even do now then? Like, A, how the heck do I even get better at this game? Like, who do I turn to? Who do I look to teach me how to play this freaking game after 7,000 hours? Why do I even have to do that? Why do I even have to do that? Why have I become so bad? What have I done to just let myself down? I don't get it. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Yeah. But yeah, like in terms of videos, like what do I even do now? I was looking forward to making build showcases in 2023 in Season 6, right? But what, do I just make meme videos for the rest of the time? Like, what do I just make a video about a meme build, and then a video about a meme build, and then just make a bunch of videos about meme builds? Because I can't even take my own builds seriously now, because, like, I can't win with anything, so, like, none of my builds are good or meta. Or maybe the builds are good and meta, and I'm just so bad that I can't even use them, which only makes the case worse, because then why? I'm just a bit razzled. I'm a bit frazzled, and
3, 2, 1.
yeah, I'm just not feeling good at the moment. Not feeling good, I think, is the way it can be summed up. So yeah, I mean, I at least still think I can be sort of entertaining. I think I can still do a decent enough job commentating and making things, you know, fun, I hope. But I just don't think I can make things serious anymore. I don't think I can take myself seriously as a player, and I don't think anyone else can take me serious as a player. Not if I don't take myself seriously as a player, and not if I don't have the skill to back it up, not if I don't have the gameplay to back it up. If I just keep sucking over and over again, and never winning. And so, like, then that goes into other fields of like, well, hey, I wanted to make guides, but do I have the expertise to make guides now? If I'm bad? Like, how can I call myself someone qualified to make guides if I can't win with any of my advice that I have planned? How can I make a champion guide if I keep going, you know, negative in the win rate with that champion? It's just like, I don't know. Do I shift my content to something else? Do I just become like a YouTuber for a game that takes no skill? Like frickin' balloons? At least no, like, mechanical skill anyways. Like, I can take my time and, like, you know, just play it casually because it's a casual game at heart. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. And even now we're losing. I guess I should maybe focus more on this game to see if I can salvage it. And hopefully that won't be in vain. I guess I kind of just feel like I've been holding W with these guys this entire time, just playing on autopilot, so, let's dip down here. Say hi to the Vic. Hello, Vic. How are you? Do I got Androxus in here? No, he went up top. Okay. I'll put a shield up here for the team. Whoa. Almost got ulted there. Right, we got two of them. Looks like we are at least going to be able to defend here for the time being. Pretty low, but Fury has got my back. He's going to sling some slugs over at Victor. And yeah, this range is feeling very nice, of course. Again, like I said, I've been playing on autopilot, but every single shot that I'm shooting, like right now, obviously is doing way more damage at range compared to the base blunderbuss. Like, if you're at all familiar with playing Barik, you know how bad the base blunderbuss is at that range. And we were easily able to do way more damage than we originally would with this talent. And another thing to keep in mind about this talent is that even though you can't hit headshots, it is still ultimately a DPS increase on your body shots. So for a lot of characters, like, this is just a straight DPS increase, even if you don't have the ability to randomly hit headshots. Because, yeah, there are some characters that are just really hard to headshot, like Rom. It's like, if I'm playing against a Rom, well, the base blunderbuss, yeah, technically, if I hit only headshots, that's higher close quarters DPS, but, like, does it really? Against Rom? It's not a perfect world. I'm not hitting 100% heads against him. I'm not even hitting, like, 20% heads. So yeah, that extra 50 damage per shot does ultimately make his DPS higher. And again, at range, like against this Victor right now, look at how much damage I'm doing. I'm almost doing full damage at that range. I don't think he has DR. No, he does have DR, so yeah, that was with damage reduction too. Still almost doing, well, doing more damage than the base blunderbuss before fall-off. I was doing 519 there, and normally he does 500, so... Yeah, I mean, theoretically, on a map like this, it's pretty darn good. I think the one instance where we're failing is just, like, point presence, because the downside is that we're not picking Fortify, and Fortify, not only does it increase the max health of the barricade by 2,000, which is a lot, it also reduces the cooldown. So even when the enemies get Wrecker and burst down the health, the fact is you have more uptime on the shield, you can deploy it more frequently, which means ultimately they still have, you know, more time when they're shooting the shield and not you. And so, yeah, this does still make him way hardier on the point. But this is a very nice damage talent, so yeah, you kind of just have to pick and choose. There's upsides and downsides to both, but I think they're very fun. Even if I'm not good at the game anymore, I can at least point out that I really love Barrack's talent dynamic, because it has 3 completely distinct, unique playstyles, and all 3 of them, at least in casuals, and heck, maybe even like mid-tiers of ranked, work. Like, they can be very fun. Obviously, Fortify is the meta, and if you're going to play him in high tiers, like, that's what you pick. You know, it's just classic Barik. Oh, their Barrack's a bot. Ah, no wonder why this game wasn't a 4-0. Okay. But yeah, yeah, you have obviously the classic playstyle with Fortify, right? You have the default blunderbuss, you have the default ultimate, and everything is default. You just have more shields, right? You can spam it out a little bit more. Yeah, do some dodging. But then you have Tinkerin. Oh man, I couldn't get the shield down in time. I'm just taking way too much damage there. But yeah, then you have Tinkerin, which completely modifies your weapon. You have the base ultimate still, but you have a completely different weapon. And, well, a completely different weapon is certainly a distinct playstyle, or at the very least, a distinct enough change that it makes it feel very different. As opposed to, well, let's take an example of Azan. Oh, we have the lifesteal talent, or we have the talent that makes me do less damage. Hey! But yeah, then he has that third talent as well, Forge Fire, which completely changes his ultimate. So you have the default blunderbuss, but then you have a completely unique ultimate. And that really changes his playstyle. That's super cool. That's super, super cool. Really do like that a lot. And yeah, it adds some fun into this character, who is otherwise extremely simple, and a lot of people would consider even boring. And yeah, taking a look at the results of this match here, we were able to get 72,000 damage, which is not quite top damage. Obviously, that's going to go to Victor, as it should, but it was significantly more damage than their Barik. And he got only a little bit more shielding than me, but... ooh, actually, I can't even really say that we had more... or they had more shield pressure, because, like, both of us had a Victor, and they actually had 2 supports. So, like, they didn't really have that much shield damage, and I still almost kept pace with him. He might have been a bot at the end, but actually looking at his credits, he probably wasn't a bot. I just thought he was a bot because of the way he was moving on point. He kind of just, like, you know, was looking around in the same 2 directions and walking around, like, back and forth, kind of like how bots do, just that weird back and forth. I thought he was a bot for a second. I guess not. I guess I was just wrong. Like I am about everything. Like I am about my builds being good, I guess. But, yeah, at least Tinkerin is fun. I can't speak to the viability, but I can speak to the fun, and I think Tinkerin is very fun. So, give it a try if you're looking for fun, and I'll give learning how to play Paladins a try. To try and get better at the game. Ah, gosh, this is a really negative episode, isn't it? Well, I guess it's just reflective of my mental state. Very negative. Alright, well, that's enough being candid. That's enough playing Paladins. If you guys have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, that type of stuff. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.